Good evening, welcome on what's truly a great day for our democratic process. It always is when India votes, and polling for the first phase of general elections 2024 has now ended.
102 seats spread across 21 states and union territories. That's how widespread this election of phase 1 has been. The voter percentage right now is roughly around 62%, although that will be updated by the election commission.
Hopefully going up, right?
Hopefully going up, yes.
Throughout the evening, our focus on what's at stake tonight with big newsmakers and top analysts. First up, though, a focus on some of the key data points. What's this election all about? It is the biggest phase of these elections, 102 seats in 21 states all across the country. Up there on your screen. And let's just quickly keep going through all of the areas. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam. Remember, just a couple of seats in most of these states. Bihar 4 of 40, Chhattisgarh 1 of 11, Jammu and Kashmir just 1 seat, Lakshadweep, Madhya Pradesh 6 of 28, Maharashtra 5 of 48, a huge state otherwise, Manipur 2, Mizoram 1, Meghalaya 2, Nagaland 1, Puducherry, Rajasthan approximately half, 12 of 25, Sikkim 1, Tamil Nadu all 39. So much of the conversation this evening will be on Tamil Nadu. Tripura 1 of 2, Uttar Pradesh 8 of 80, UP being India's largest state. Uttarakhand 5, West Bengal 3 of 42 in the north of the state. In terms of results in 2019, let's take a look at where the NDA was at 47. It was the UPA then at 49, others 6. So those who were with the Congress at that time, the UPA alliance as it were ahead, but that had primarily to do with the situation in Tamil Nadu, and that's what the India alliance, as it's now known, will be looking to replicate.
Yes, that's right. And as we have been saying, the question really is that what may work for the BJP in the state of Tamil Nadu. Right now, the voting percentage which is coming primarily from Chennai, which is a metropolitan city, that remains to be seen. But overall, what we have seen certainly is voter turnout is 61%. But yes, when we look at voter turnout, the empirical evidence certainly suggests that not much can be read into it. We have Sanjay Kumar here in the studio and also Amitabh Tiwari. You know, Sanjay Kumar, this is a question that is asked every election, and I'm going to bring that question again, and I can see Mahima and Shehzad as well on this broadcast. Voter turnout doesn't mean much.
Absolutely. I think
it can be read both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, the two recent Lok Sabha elections, 2014 voter turnout went up by 8% compared to 2009 Lok Sabha elections, and we know that Congress got defeated badly, the incumbent got defeated badly. Now compare 2019 Lok Sabha elections with the 2014 Lok Sabha election, again the turnout went up by 2%, 2.5%, but the incumbent got re-elected with a much bigger margin.
Sure.
So these are very recent examples, and if you look at all the state assembly election which has gone to poll during last 10 years, almost every single state assembly election has registered a higher turnout. But we know,
and in several states, the incumbent has been repeated.
UP, and Uttarakhand, Goa, a very large number of states.
Amitabh, you know, I was going through a lot of the points, the data points that you've been analyzing now for a long time. If we look at the 2019 situation, there were close contests in 14 seats with a less than 5% margin. And in 13 seats, the victory margin was between 5 and 10%. How important are these seats? How would the BJP and its allies be looking at these seats, because they were below the UPA last time around, to actually swing things around for them?
Yeah, so 27 seats are or were won or lost with a victory margin of less than 10%. So that means a swing of just 5% is required to win back these seats for any party who was the runner-up.
And which states were these divided in?
These could be largely Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
Some seats would be there, even
Yes.
West Bengal, UP, and Maharashtra, Rajasthan.
And maybe, Amitabh, because most of the northeastern states have gone to poll with smaller constituencies, maybe those may be the states.
There could also be this. If you see the turnout, however, I just make a differentiating point is that the turnout is lower than last year, at least as of now. A lower turnout is different from a higher turnout. A higher turnout we have seen, as sir has said, it could mean a pro-incumbency or an anti-incumbency vote, because both have happened. But largely in a lower turnout situation, it is good news for the incumbent. Gujarat 2017 and 22 are both examples of it, because it means that the voter is not enthused enough to throw out the government.
Right.
But Amitabh, just to add to that point, can we make really this comparison between 2019 seats which went into first phase and now? I'm not too sure about it, for a simple reason that this time there are a number of states where, particularly Tamil Nadu, all 39 seats are going to polls. One phase election which is happening there. It happened again, the similar case was in last year as well. But can there be a comparison phase-wise?
No, because we are comparing the almost majority of the seats are similar. When we compare a phase-wise comparison, most of the seats which are going to voting in this phase were largely the same, because the voting pattern or the polling pattern happens in that way.
And can there be an average of these, because issues are different from state to state?
Yeah, because that's why we see that West Bengal has a very high polling percentage,
Yes.
77.
Bastar,
Bihar
for
has a
example.
46% perhaps voting percentage. Bastar has seen queues of women from the morning wave scene. It has recorded a higher voting percentage. So different states, different constituencies have different issues, which ultimately result in a higher or a
Are you
lower
saying that
polling.
these
So
are
Sanjay,
local
just-
elections then? Just to take that thought, yes.
Sanjay, just a quick question on the strike rates. If you compare 2019 and what the BJP would want to do this time around, I'm saying what the BJP would want to do because they were below the UPA last time around. The BJP strike rate in the first phase, 49% in 2019, which was a whopping 20% lower than their overall rate. The Congress strike rate in the first phase was 19%, overall was 12%. So
Yes.
this is where the Congress did really well by their standards last time around. Any observations on strike rates, as it were?
Because out of 102 seats, 39 seats of Tamil Nadu went to poll in the first phase. And if you look at the 2019 results of Tamil Nadu, we all know that out of these 39, 38 was won by the what is called the India Alliance.
Yes.
So it has to be, the strike rate has to be much higher, because BJP was almost non-present in Tamil Nadu in 2019, just a 3% vote. So comparing the strike rate in the first phase, certainly India Alliance will have a better strike rate compared to the BJP.
Yes, because the set of elections or the states that are going to polls are very different, So, and
Absolutely.
as the elections move gradually towards central India and north of India, BJP will have almost like 50-60% strike rate that we have seen in state after state.
That's the hope.
Yes.
I just wanted to go across to Shehzad Poonawala for a moment. Shehzad, the statistics are pretty clear. They're indisputable when it comes to what happened in 2019. How critical is it for the BJP to improve on your strike rate in this first phase and all of these seats? It's an area where, by the BJP's standards, which were fantastic standards last time around, things weren't as good, right? It's relative to the BJP. How critical is it in your overall assessment to get that breakthrough in Tamil Nadu and in these seats, wherever it's happened in the first phase?
First of all, let me use your platform for congratulating the people of Bharat, because they have also started contributing towards this great festival of
Absolutely.
democracy that we celebrate every 5 years. And I hope that they continue to do so with even greater vigor and enthusiasm. And having said that, Vishnu and Maria, you all have been covering politics for many, many years. I can tell you that all the traditional templates of politics have been changed by a person called Narendra Modi. Just think 10 years ago, the likes of Sanjay Kumar, the likes of Abhishek Tiwari would use a term called anti-incumbency. Now they are forced in their political vocabulary to say pro-incumbency, where a leader after 10 years has such sky-high world level popularity, and governments after 18, 20, 25 years are repeated into power over and over again. Gujarat, Uttarakhand after 5 years, which was never seen before, Uttar Pradesh, you have Madhya Pradesh. These governments are repeated based on performance. And therefore today what we have offered on a national scale, a mission and a vision, where we've taken the economy forward, we've taken social welfare to a new dimension, we've built infrastructure at breakneck speed, we've delivered on foreign policy and national security, versus a confused alliance, an alliance which is essentially of commission, corruption, and you can say politics of division. Now in this politics of division, one of the things that we see in the traditional South politics template is family first, appeasement first, and corruption first. The first time the BJP is offering a national alternative in Tamil Nadu, which has been away from 1967 onwards, and this new alternative offers nation first, it offers putting the people of Tamil Nadu first, whether it's Kashi Tamil Sangamam, whether it's giving honor to the Tamil language at United Nations, whether it is ensuring that Tamil Nadu gets 2.5 lakh crores for development as opposed to what the UPA gave with 95,000 crores, whether it's talking about the rights of the farmers of Tamil Nadu, fishermen of Tamil Nadu, including the Kachativu, which was handed on a platter. All of these things are being done in the most vociferous way by a party called the BJP, and you can see the impact of it in entire South India, where the BJP is coming as an alternative to the traditional politics of family first, whether it's in Telangana, whether it's in Kerala, whether it's in Tamil Nadu. And therefore, I think that the people of Tamil Nadu today have grabbed this opportunity with both hands, and therefore you will see that there is going to be a big sizable change in the kind of support the BJP gets at the state.
Mahima, should be?
Yes, please.
Mahima, just a quick reaction to Shehzad on that. We were speaking to A. Raja earlier on, your alliance partner in Tamil Nadu, who made the point that there is still a profound cultural difference between a party like the BJP and the parties in Tamil Nadu, and that is strong enough for there not to be any change in these elections. Shehzad makes the point that people in Tamil Nadu are actually looking at it differently. He's pointed to schemes the centre is going to bring in if they come into power, etc., saying that people are looking at it from an all India perspective, not just a Tamil standpoint, right? How would you respond to that?
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
First of all, I want to congratulate, the voter, the citizens of this country, because this is the moment of democracy. I was listening to the BJP spokesperson, and every time I hear them speak about the opposition, this is what I want to say to them. कि बेफैज एक चिराग बताया गया मुझे, सूरज बुझा तो ढूंढ के लाया गया मुझे, उभरा हर एक बार नया फूल बन के मैं, मिट्टी में जितनी बार मिलाया गया मुझे. So the BJP, as wishful as it gets, their wishful thinking is all good. But when they talk about the state of Tamil Nadu, Vishnu, I am prompted to say that the biggest issue, one of the biggest issues this time around in Tamil Nadu was federalism, and the BJP, as all of us know, is quite apparently against the idea of federalism in this country, because they want it to be all about one man, one show. It's a one-man army for the BJP. We don't see candidate pictures anywhere. So in Tamil Nadu, this face-off between the executive and the legislature had been all over the place. The voters had been talking about it, the citizens had been talking about it, and Tamil Nadu voters stand apart in one thing. You see, their issues are over and above the basic issues that rest of the country is talking about.
Okay,
a huge
it almost sounds similar to the arguments that were being made by opposition in 2019, of course, much before the results, in the case of Bengal and Odisha as well, that BJP can't make inroads. These are territories which cannot be breached at all. Then we saw the results. Similar argument again in the context of Telangana. 4 seats the party won. So I'm saying, and now BRS is not really a factor. It has become a bipolar contest in the state of Telangana.
I want to say here, Maria, you already mentioned Telangana. Karnataka and Telangana have been live examples of how BJP was ousted. They were so wishful. Mr. Modi made so many trips. If we are to account his trips to a state for the victory that is imminent in the state, I am prompted to remind that examples of Telangana and Karnataka are burning in front of us. He made ample number of tours there. You know, they brought up this issue of Kachativu just recently, and our leaders have time and again questioned them. Did they want to do they want a war? Because you know, if they are bringing up the issue, they should also talk about a solution. The governments of the earlier day did what was needed to be done at that point in time. Today, when they bring up you know, the buried dead, when they try to dig out the buried dead, the BJP is actually so desperate to cling to power, you know, because they know in the Hindi heartland they have reached their saturation point.
Right.
Now they need to make a dent down south. It's not going to happen because the insult of the chosen of the elected representatives of the public is being noted by the citizenry.
Okay. Shehzad had a response to that. Mahima, half a second. Shehzad, go ahead.
If the issue is a dead issue, why were DMK MPs and leaders constantly raising it with the central government? And you know, to treat any piece of land, especially a land connected with our Tamil culture, with our Tamil fishermen, as inconsequential as Nehruji did in the 60s, and as Digvijay Singh said, koi rehta to nahi hai wahan pe. It shows that the Congress party feels that the national territory of India is like their family property, that they will just dismiss it. We will come to the solution, but first let us see the cause of you giving away territory of India, territory that belonged to our fishermen. You apologize for that because today it shows the mindset with which you treat this people's land and the people's resources. Secondly, madam, this is the same arrogance. You can say your Urdu shairi and couplets and you're welcome to, but we do real politics on the ground. Maybe they don't understand chaste Urdu. They are dealing with us in their local language. Some understand Tamil, some understand Kannada. We speak to them in their language and we ask them, and they tell us that yes, Annamalai is there. He is not son of anybody. Somebody may call him Joker, but he is one of us. Today in Bengal, when nobody said that we would get 18 seats, Maria, you remember? Everyone used to laugh at us. They used to laugh at us when we used to say we'll win in Tripura. They used to laugh at us when we used to say we'll win in Haryana. That today I can see Mahimaji is from a very noble family. She is showing the same arrogance towards us. But today we have proven it in time after time in various states.
Yes,
and in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala, in Telangana, you mark my words, we will be
several
blooming
years
the lotus
now.
there.
One thing is clear, that there is a strategy in place, and if the party has identified certain catchment areas, they are going all out. So, Sanjay Kumar, yes, I'm coming to you, ma'am. Sanjay Kumar and Amitabh Tiwari, coming back to both of you. I'm looking at, in fact, the research team has sent something very interesting. They have looked at all the elections since 1977 to 2019. 7 times when the voting percentage actually went up, the government changed 4 times. And when Matadan ghata 5 baar, so Sarkar badli 4 baar. So it's almost very even Steven. But like, let's focus on Tamil Nadu. Can this be said that Tamil Nadu right now cannot be similar to what happened in Bengal in 2019? It's very different.
From you are asking this question from BJP's point of view. My own sense is that yes, the way BJP has been able to make inroads in West Bengal in 2019 Lok Sabha election, they may not be able to perform the similar kind of a electoral kind of a same performance in Tamil Nadu in 2024. But I think they are moving in the direction. I think the big change in Tamil Nadu between 2019 and 2024 is that 2019 was a completely bipolar contest in Tamil Nadu. Now we are witnessing, or we almost, because the Tamil Nadu people have already voted, it has been a kind of a 3-way contest, and BJP along with its allies have emerged very strong. A very strong would be a vague word. What does it mean? 23%, 25, 30% vote? My own sense is that roughly they are crossing 20% vote.
So, does it actually mean that a party like BJP can do well or is doing well in Tamil Nadu only because they are riding on a local hero in Annamalai?
No, I don't.
So, you clearly need a local face along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Oh, that's true that you need a local face, but it is also endorsement for the party.
Sure.
If BJP is dependent only on one person, Annamalai, then BJP's vote share would not increase. If when we get to know on the 4th of June, if it is only located in say Coimbatore, then we would say that party has not been able to expand, it's only Annamalai.
Right.
But I don't get that sense. I get a sense that BJP is getting a traction in a very large number of constituency.
That's
out of
significant.
39, maybe in 15, 16, 20 seats.
As many as that, there will be traction.
Yes.
So a vote share going up, definitely, seats not too sure as yet.
Vote share definitely crossing 20% along with the allies.
All right. You mentioned the word allies, and I just wanted to, Amitabh, come to you on this. It just strikes me that the alliance that the BJP has struck is so much more stable than what the India alliance is. Of the 102 constituencies, the BJP is fighting 77, their partners are fighting the rest. Whereas there is more than one India bloc contestant in 11 of the 102 seats going to polls. In other words, there are friendly contests and not so friendly contests. 11 in the context of 102 seats is very significant.
Yeah, it is almost 10%, more than 10%. So what it shows is that the BJP is the clear leader of the NDA bloc, whereas the leader of the India bloc is not yet defined, because Congress itself has declined to become the leader or declare a candidate who will be the prime ministerial face of this alliance. So in a presidential style of election, when many people are going to vote to elect a prime minister, though the election is of the MP and then they decide who will be the leader, when you don't have a leader of either the alliance and also a face to counter Prime Minister Modi, then it becomes very, very difficult in this environment.
Would you not say, Amitabh, that the India bloc actually began with the premise that they will not have a face? When the alliance was formed, they had clarity that talk of a potential face will happen only post-poll.
No, I would say that evolved over some time, because Nitish Kumar clearly wanted to become the leader of the alliance, and that's why he left. But even if, when in the middle of the phase, when it was decided perhaps that they will not be able to, or they will not be declaring a candidate, the aim was to make the contest local. But with West Bengal or TMC not participating in this alliance, when you have very bitter contest in Kerala between CPM and Congress, what has happened, as Vishnu is saying, is that you are having too many friendly contests in this alliance. So the voter is perhaps confused that in West Bengal you are both in.
So I asked this exact question to K.C. Venugopal, AICC General Secretary in charge of organization, when I was covering his elections in Palakkad only recently, Alapura only recently, and he told me something very interesting. He said that this has been an arrangement since 2004. So there's nothing unusual about UDF and LDF in contesting each other, because they do not want to cede the opposition space also to the BJP.
See, this has been arrangement that the left and the Congress will contest together in Bengal and separately since 2016, correct? And this experiment has failed disastrously, because the Congress party and the CPM have not been able to win a single seat in West Bengal. Since this experiment, the Congress party has not won any election in Kerala. 2 elections they have lost continuously. So I can turn around the argument and say that this strategy has really backfired for the Congress party. It's not working, because the voters are not taking it lightly. At one place you are fighting together, and one place separately.
Just half a sec. I just wanted to come to Sanjay and turn our attention for a little bit to Rajasthan. In as much as there is a sense that riding on the back of the assembly elections, the BJP is expected to do really well, there are a couple of problems. For example, dropping 10 MPs, a couple of them sitting MPs, right? Some of them who have joined the Congress party. Rajput trouble, the remarks made by Purushottam Rupala in Gujarat. I'm just looking for reasons which might come in the way of a juggernaut, as it were. Are these at all significant?
Not as significant as many people believe, because parliamentary constituencies are very large. Even though there are anxieties or displeasure or unhappiness among certain communities of voter, but aggregate, if you aggregate everything, I don't think it would be to the extent of giving BJP a huge setback in Rajasthan or giving Congress a huge victory. Yes, there is a possibility. First possibility, BJP cannot improve from its tally of 2019. BJP had won all the seats.
Yes.
But also remember, out of these 25 seats which BJP had won in Rajasthan, in 23 seats, BJP had polled more than 50% votes. even if it comes down by a 2, 3, 4, 5% votes.
Right.
And the Congress was trailing behind. It's not that BJP has 52% and Congress is at 49. That was not the case. So, I think these stories keep coming from different corners, but if I look at the aggregate figure, I don't think that it's going to be an upset for BJP
So
in
that
Rajasthan.
is the exact question that we had debated, Amitabh. How strong are BJP's force?
Correct. 25% plus is the victory margin of BJP in Rajasthan. The Modi factor, which is elsewhere in India 32%, is 49%, which means one of every 2 BJP voter votes in the name of Prime Minister Modi. It's a state which has strong nationalism fervor, because many people from the families are in armed forces. It's a state where the BJP formed its first ever government along with UP in Rajasthan.
Just very briefly, Sanjay, I can't be too brief, but anyway, 2 states. One is Bengal. The areas which have gone to polling today are areas where the BJP has done well last time around. The Sandesh Khali issue, speaking to people on the ground, seems to have created problems, serious political problems for Mamata Banerjee. How would the BJP be looking at Bengal, a state where they've always tried to really dominate, have made successful gains in the last Lok Sabha elections, but still not where they want to be?
Yes, they have made successful gain. Last Lok Sabha elections 18 seats and Trinamool Congress has 22. My own sense is that Bengal is witnessing a very interesting contest. Trinamool Congress is holding on very strongly and BJP is putting up a strong challenge. So, it is more or less
they are holding strongly.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right. Sandesh Khali's impact may be just localized. So, it's not that the disenchantment or anger against Trinamool Congress is sweeping the state. I don't get that sense.
Right.
Trinamool Congress is holding very strong. So, it is likely to be the situation as it was in 2019. 1 or 2 seats up and down for BJP or Trinamool Congress, that should always be discounted for or account for.
From both of you, what is happening in Maharashtra? Amitabh?
Amitabh, to go first.
Essentially, Maharashtra, the real question is who is the real Sena and who is the real NCP. Now, it seems that the sympathy, because in regional parties, the name of the family matters a lot.
Right.
It's all family controlled parties. It seems that the sympathy may be with the Thackeray family and the Sharad Pawar family, but they have lost the election symbol.
That's
as
significant.
Sanjay sir has been pointing out.
So, it's a battle for identity.
Yeah, so
for
they
the
don't have the
NCP
symbol.
and for the Shiv Sena,
so
I mean, whichever side.
In rural areas, they are bound to lose votes because people may not be aware of their new symbols. That's number
Interesting.
one. And second, again, because it's a national election, fought on national issues and to elect a prime minister, maybe this sympathy, etc., works in a local election and not so much in a national election.
Right. I'm interrupting because I have to take a break. This is how television works. So, we've been unfair to you. We admit it.
Fine.
We'll take a short break and come back. We've got some big interviews in just the next few moments. We'll stay tuned. Well, he's been a former home minister, former finance minister, one of the biggest leaders in the Congress party. He's had a very big role in drafting the manifesto of the Congress as well. P. Chidambaram joins us. Thanks very much, sir, for being with us. It's been a hectic election campaign for you. You've been up and about and leading the Congress charge in a sense in Tamil Nadu. We'll talk about Tamil Nadu in a moment, sir, but I just wanted to get your views on the alliance, as it were. If you look at the BJP, they are fighting in 77 of 102 constituencies with their allies, right? Wherever they are not fighting, their allies are. But if you look at the India bloc, there are 114 candidates in 102 seats. In other words, 11 of these 102 seats has more than one India candidate. Therefore, the question I'm asking is, it's not, I mean, the alliance itself seems to be running into some sort of problems, right? If you've got not so friendly contests or even friendly contests.
Not correct. Your inferences are not right. BJP is the big brother. The big brother carries a big stick. And therefore, it browbeats its so-called allies into submission, and it garners most of the seats. For example, in Tamil Nadu, who is this ally? It's only the PMK,
Yes.
which is a significant party in about 8 or 9 seats out of 39. The rest are insignificant parties. But the Congress is an alliance in Tamil Nadu with a bigger party, namely the DMK. It's an alliance with the RJD in Bihar, which is admittedly a bigger party. Therefore, we have to understand the realities of these states in which these 102 seats lie. If you look at Rajasthan, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, you will find that the Congress plays a bigger role. So don't compare one alliance with another alliance.
So would you say that the Congress has compromised, or would you say that the Congress has been accommodative of aspirations of regional players?
Congress has recognized the reality of the ground situation. As I said, there are X number of states where the Congress is the dominant party. In fact, it is the only party which is opposing the BJP. In other states, there is a regional party which is a bigger player. We acknowledge that reality and allow the bigger player to take the lead. I have said this in several columns and several interviews over the last 12 months.
Mr. Chidambaram, the issue of electoral bonds has been brought up prominently by the Congress party over and over again. Amit Shah today said, and I've got a quote from him, in fact this was in an interview to NDTV, he says, their parties, in other words opposition parties, have also received donations through bonds. Is that extortion as well? Rahul Gandhi must tell people, yes, we have also extorted. And the donation that they have received in proportion to the number of MPs is more than what we got, is what Amit Shah says. How would you respond?
This is the problem. You draw these false comparisons. Firstly, the Congress is not in power in the center. It has not been in power for 10 years. Therefore, we cannot extort any money from anyone on the basis of that we will do your favors, or this is a repayment for past favors or advance payment for future favors. So there is no comparison at all. This comparison is completely odious, number one. Number two, we are a political party. We need to raise funds from the people, public, which also includes rich corporates. If you close every other avenue, and the only avenue available is the electoral bond, what are we supposed to do? Carrying a begging bowl and go around the country? That is the only avenue available to a political party. Therefore, we have to necessarily take that route. What is the choice? Unless Mr. Amit Shah says, we alone can extort, all of you beg.
Okay. My last question to you before I let you go, sir. Tamil Nadu and Sivaganga, where exactly you are right now, how are you looking at this battle? Because Tamil Nadu, Kerala, these are the states which actually stood firmly against the Modi wave in 2014 and also 2019. What's happening in 2024 according to you?
There is no battle here. The DMK-led alliance, the India alliance in Tamil Nadu, will win in all 39 seats of Tamil Nadu, as well as the lone seat in Puducherry. There is no battle here. You've got it wrong, Maria. There is a skirmish here. There are two players who are opposing us. The one has no party here. There's no party structure here. The other is an established party, the AIADMK. But the AIADMK has no stake in a Lok Sabha election unless it spells out its stand, whether it's for the BJP or against the BJP, for Mr. Narendra Modi or against Mr. Narendra Modi. The leader of the AIADMK refused to take that stand. Therefore, what is his role in this election? He has no stake in this election. He's participating in this election only to preserve his cadre and make sure that this cadre votes for his party and his symbol. The big player is the DMK alliance, which includes the Congress, and we will win all 39 seats.
All right.
A final question, sir, to you. Sorry, Maria. Just one more quick question since we have Mr. Chidambaram. You know, in this first phase, 102 seats, last time around the UPA had actually done better than the NDA last time around, narrowly a couple of seats. How important is this entire chunk in the first phase to the Congress and the India alliance now? You've had assembly poll victories, the Congress in Telangana and Karnataka. You have a strong alliance that you've spoken about. But in terms of your overall campaign, are you banking massively on Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Karnataka?
Obviously, we are relying heavily on Tamil Nadu, which has 39 plus 140 seats. We are relying upon the Telangana seats and the Karnataka seats. A substantial chunk of seats in Telangana and Karnataka are going to polls, had gone to polls today. This is an important phase for us, and we will do extremely well in this phase.
So you are essentially saying, Mr. Chidambaram, that BJP is focusing on central India and the Hindi belt, while the Congress's top focus has been these three states which are part of southern India.
I'm not aware of the situation in other states. I have been in Tamil Nadu for the last over a month. I can speak about what I have knowledge or information. You asked me the question whether we are relying upon the chunk of seats in Karnataka, Telangana and all the seats in Tamil Nadu, and my answer is yes. Now, I don't know the situation in other states. I'm sure they're putting up a strong fight there. And what will be the result, I can't say. Because I'm told, I don't have the list with me, I'm told that some seats in Maharashtra, some seats in Rajasthan, and some seats in Madhya Pradesh have gone to polls today.
Yes.
And I don't know the ground situation.
Sure. So are you all relaxed now, Mr. Chidambaram? All your work, at least campaigning in Tamil Nadu, everybody's voted no 2 phases, 3 phases. So are you a relaxed person this evening? Are you done with your work for today?
You look at my face, I'm always relaxed. I have no tension because I knew that we went into this election in Tamil Nadu that we will sweep. And I've said this even before the notification was published. Therefore, in Tamil Nadu, we are a formidable alliance. The AIDMK is a player with no stake.
Right.
And the BJP is an insignificant player.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Thanks very much for being with us.
Thank
Thanks
you
very much indeed.
Thank you.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah has filed his nomination from the high-profile constituency of Gandhinagar today. He's here with us for a chat. Thank you, Amit bhai, हमसे बात करने के लिए. कल आपका रोड शो इतना शानदार और इतने लोग थे, पूरा कल्चर गुजरात का सामने आया. अब देश भर में रोड शो कर रहे हैं, पर मुझे लगा कि काफ़ी कल अलग था. नारनपुरा से सरखेज से जो है आप गांधीनगर गए हैं. इस जर्नी को रोड शो के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आप कैसे देखते हैं, सर?
देखिए, रोड शो में सबसे स्पेशल बात ये थी कि मैं उस क्षेत्र में रोड शो कर रहा था जहाँ मैंने पोस्टर चिपकाए है, पार्टी के लिए वॉल पेंटिंग किया है. यही क्षेत्र से मैं बहुत छोटे कार्यकर्ता से यहाँ तक पहुँचा हूँ. 30 साल से यहीं की जनता मुझे विधायक भी बनाई, सांसद भी बनाई, पार्टी का अध्यक्ष में भी मैं बना, देश का गृह मंत्री बना, मोदी जी का साथी बनकर गुजरात में और देश में उनके मंत्रिमंडल का हिस्सा रहा. ये मेरे लिए बहुत गर्व की बात है. और मैं आज मानता हूँ कि मेरे जीवन में गांधीनगर की जनता का प्रेम और आशीर्वाद बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है. कल जिस प्रकार से हर उम्र की माताओं बहनों ने आकर 7 साल की बच्ची से लेकर 91 साल की माता तक पुष्प बरसाए और आशीर्वाद दिया है, भले वो शायद 100 मीटर दूर मुझसे खड़ी हो, मगर मेरे लिए बड़ा भावुक क्षण था.
अमित भाई, देश का पहला फेज पोलिंग शुरू हो गया है. साउथ पे सबसे ज़्यादा फोकस मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है. साउथ से क्या उम्मीदें हैं सर इस बार?
देखिए, इस बार हम साउथ में मुझे लगता है कि हमारा सबसे अच्छा प्रदर्शन करेंगे. तमिलनाडु, तेलंगाना, केरल, आंध्र, कर्नाटक, ये चारों राज्यों में हमारा मजबूत प्रदर्शन होगा। दक्षिण में पहली बार मोदी जी की पॉपुलैरिटी इस स्तर पर पहुंच चुकी है जो अब चुनावी नतीजों में कन्वर्ट होगी। हमारी वोट शेयर तो 14 में भी बढ़ी, 19 में भी बढ़ी थी, मगर हम उस स्तर पर नहीं पहुंचे थे जिससे सीट बन पाए। इस बार मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि सीटें भी बनेगी और बड़ी संख्या में हमारे साथी वहां से चुन कर आएंगे।
अमित भाई, अफवाह कह लीजिए, एलिगेशन कह लीजिए, बार बार कांग्रेस जो कह रही है कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बदलेंगे, 400 पार होगा, इससे क्या लाभार्थी बेस जो है मोदी जी का, उस पर कोई भी असर पड़ सकता है?
देखिए वसुधा जी, ये बात को वो आरक्षण से जोड़कर प्रच्छिन्न रूप से कह रहे हैं। मैं खुलकर इसका जवाब देना चाहता हूँ। हमारे पास 2014 में भी संविधान बदलने के लिए पूर्ण बहुमत था, एनडीए की बात करें तो, और 2019 में तो भाजपा का स्वयं का पूर्ण बहुमत था। 10 साल से मोदी जी पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ शासन कर रहे हैं। हमने कभी आरक्षण को छेड़ा नहीं, मगर आज आपकी चैनल के सामने मैं स्पष्टता कर देता हूँ, हम ना कभी आरक्षण के साथ छेड़खानी करेंगे, ना किसी को करने देंगे। ये हमारा कमिटमेंट है देश की जनता को। मोदी जी ने पिछड़ा समाज को, दलित समाज को, ट्राइबल समाज के कल्याण के लिए सबसे ज़्यादा काम करे। हमने हमारा बहुमत का उपयोग किया है धारा 370 हटाने के लिए, ट्रिपल तलाक को समाप्त कर मुस्लिम बहनों को न्याय दिलाने के लिए, सीएए लाकर जो हिंदू, बौद्ध, सिख, क्रिश्चियन आए हैं उनको न्याय दिलाने के लिए हमने इसका उपयोग किया है। हमने आरक्षण छीनने के लिए उपयोग नहीं किया। बहुमत का दुरुपयोग करने की परंपरा किसी पार्टी की रही है तो केवल और केवल कांग्रेस की रही। इंदिरा गांधी जी ने बहुमत का दुरुपयोग इमरजेंसी डालने में किया था, लोकतंत्र का गला घोंटने के लिए किया था। हमने पूर्णतया डेमोक्रेसी के माध्यम से, डेमोक्रेटिक तरीके से देश की महिलाओं को 33% आरक्षण देने में हमारे बहुमत का उपयोग किया है। तो देश की जनता ये सब जानती है, इनके लिए कोई मुद्दे नहीं है। इसलिए इस प्रकार से मुद्दों से भावनात्मक विरोध खड़ा करना चाहते हैं, मगर मैं नहीं मानता देश की जनता इनके छलावे में आएगी।
अमित भाई, ईवीएम टैंपरिंग और इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड्स को जो एक्सटॉर्शन बॉन्ड्स कहा जा रहा है, इस दो क्रिटिसिज्म को आप किस तरह देखते हैं?
देखिए, इनकी पार्टी ने बॉन्ड कितना लिया है तो वो भी एक्सटॉर्शन है क्या? जहां जहां उनकी राज्य सरकार थी वहां से उनको बॉन्ड के माध्यम से डोनेशन मिले। एक बार राहुल गांधी देश की जनता को बोले कि हाँ, हम भी एक्सटॉर्शन करते हैं, और सांसदों के अनुपात में हमसे ज्यादा डोनेशन उनको मिला है। अगर सांसदों के अनुपात में ये मिले हुए डोनेशन को करे तो कांग्रेस को 9,000 करोड़ मिला है, भाजपा को 6600 करोड़ मिला है। तो ये गलत बातें हैं, क्योंकि कोई मुद्दा नहीं है, हम पर कोई करप्शन का आरोप नहीं। 23 साल से मोदी जी पर चवन्नी के करप्शन का आरोप नहीं लगा है। इसलिए एक इल्यूजन, एक भ्रांति खड़ी करना चाहते हैं कि जिससे ये जनता में एक प्रकार से भ्रांति खड़ी हो। सफल नहीं होंगे। और जहां तक मोदी जी को वोट देने का सवाल है, मैं पूरे देश में घूमकर आया हूं। हर जगह, हर भाषा की जनता, हर जाति की जनता, हर वर्ग, आयु वर्ग और महिला और पुरुष सभी मोदी जी को वोट देने के लिए तैयारी कर कर बैठे हैं। मतदान की दिन की राह देख रहे हैं। आज मैंने भी गांधीनगर से अपना पर्चा डाला है। मैं गांधीनगर की जनता को और देश भर की जनता को करबद्ध विनंती करता हूं कि मोदी जी को तीसरी बार बनाइए, प्रधानमंत्री बनाइए। मोदी जी इस देश को दुनिया में सर्वोच्च स्थान पर पहुंचाने के लिए कटिबद्ध है और ये होकर रहेगा।
सर, आउट ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स एक क्वेश्चन है सर। नक्सल का एक बहुत बड़ा ऑपरेशन हुआ और चुनाव के एकदम पहले हुआ, तो और ऐसा हमने दिसंबर में भी देखा था। हमारा जो वॉर ऑन नक्सलिज्म है ये जारी रहेगा सर?
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कमिटमेंट में कोई बदलाव नहीं। टेररिज्म और नक्सलिज्म लोकतांत्रिक तरीके नहीं है, इसको समाप्त कर देना चाहिए। मैंने, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने, सबने अपील करी है कि जो हथियार डालकर आते हैं उनका स्वागत है। अगर हथियार लेकर जाओगे तो फिर तो जवाब सुरक्षा बलों ने देना पड़ेगा। परंतु कांग्रेस पार्टी ने इस पर भी जो रिएक्शन दिया है, तुलसीदास जी के एक रामचरितमानस में उपदेश है कि ईश्वर जिसका खराब समय शुरू करता है सबसे पहले उसकी मति हर लेता है। कांग्रेस ने इस एनकाउंटर को फेक एनकाउंटर कर नक्सलियों को बचाने की बात की है। मैं इसकी घोर निंदा करता हूं। कांग्रेस सरकार जब तक छत्तीसगढ़ में थी नक्सलियों पर ऑपरेशन नहीं होते थे। 90 दिन में हमारी सरकार ने ऑपरेशन किए, 87 नक्सली मारे गए हैं, 123 नक्सली अरेस्ट हुए हैं और 253 नक्सली सरेंडर किए हैं। जो गति पकड़ी है इसके आधार पर मैं कह सकता हूं कि मोदी जी की तीसरी टर्म शुरू होने के बाद 1 या 2 साल में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इस देश से नक्सलिज्म समाप्त हो जाएगा।
सर एब्सोल्युटली लास्ट क्वेश्चन सर, गांधीनगर में कल मैं देख रही थी जैसे हॉस्पिटल में पेशेंट्स के फैमिली मेंबर्स को खाना देना हो या प्रेग्नेंट वुमेन को न्यूट्रिशन बार देना हो, आपको तो दिल्ली रहना पड़ता होगा एज होम मिनिस्टर, ये सारा जो आपका विजन है इसके इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में आप कैसे काम कर रहे हैं सर?
मेरे परिवार के लोग करते हैं मगर इससे आप पॉलिटिक्स के कोई लेन देन नहीं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, sir. So that was the Home Minister of the country, Amit Shah, who's very critical to the successful implementation and delivery of many of Narendra Modi's policies, politics and governance. With camera person Kanan Patra, this is Vasudha Venugopal for NDTV.
Colonel Rathod, good to see you here on NDTV, but let me begin by asking you, 25 on 25, that was the scene in 2014 and 2019. Will 2024 be different?
Not at all. We are going to do a hat trick of 25 out of 25. And I can tell you one of the primary reasons for that is the debacle of the Congress government, which was ruling this state just 4 months ago. So everything is very fresh in the minds of the electorate who have gone to cast vote today. The contrast between 4 months earlier in the Rajasthan state and the work done within 100 days now. So they do understand the big difference between a double engine government that is working and the Congress that was purely working for self-survival and personal interests.
Colonel, the BJP dropped 10 sitting MPs. Some would suggest that there was a bit of a concern over there. Why? Because leaders like Rahul Kaswan, Prahlad Gunjal, some of them ended up joining the Congress party. Is this at all a factor for the BJP?
Not really. BJP has always had its own strategy and there's always opportunities given to various people from the BJP. Now, one needs to understand that anybody who's in this cadre-based party needs to be highly disciplined, and we have a philosophy of keeping the country first. So yes, there can be personal ambitions, there can be a few tears here and there for their personal ambition, but at the end of the day, it has to be the country first. It has to be the party's decision. It's not a family-driven political party. Hence, the interest of the nation comes first. And so therefore, anyone who sort of changes side, which by the way are very few on our side, there's a massive shift from leaders from Congress to BJP at all levels, at the highest senior most level to mid-level to level of parshals, councillors. If I give you the example of my own Vidhan Sabha, which is Jotwada, we have the sitting MLA who has come to us. He was the minister who has come to us. We have number of councillors who have come to us. Literally, there is no Congress in Jotwada.
Well, joining us now, one of the most prominent faces in the politics of Tamil Nadu. He's been an MP on 5 occasions in the past. He's contesting again this time. The DMK is Mr. A. Raja. Thanks, sir, very much for being with us. Wonderful to speak to you. It's been an election campaign where the Prime Minister has personally visited Tamil Nadu 8 times. The BJP has not done well in Tamil Nadu in the past. They say that this time around they will win seats. How would you respond to that?
No chance at all. No chance at all. How many times Prime Minister visited is immaterial to Tamil Nadu. Because it is an ideological war as coined by our Chief Minister. It is an ideological war between the DMK and BJP, for which the Tamil Nadu will not permit saffron politics.
But Mr. If we were to look at your own battle, I mean the battle that you are fighting in Nilgiris, of course you have been a 5-term MP, as Vishnu pointed out. How do you look at your own battle in Nilgiris? The BJP has also fielded a candidate there. Is it a triangular battle, or is it a bipolar contest between DMK and AIADMK?
BJP, I think that not I'm exaggerating. Chances are there that BJP will lose deposits.
Okay, so that's a pretty big statement from you, sir. What I think some in the BJP would be suggesting is that there is a large chunk of swing voters in Tamil Nadu. And, people not necessarily, young voters, for example, who may not necessarily have made up their minds. They may be counting on that. Is that an important factor, Mr. Raja?
No. That is artificial hype, astronomically done by the BJP, which is not true. Take it granted, most of the places, BJP will not get deposits.
But Mr. Raja, if I were to put this as nobody gave BJP a chance in 2019, and then we saw how their Look East policy, which was formulated in 2017, post the assembly victory in Uttar Pradesh, actually yielded results in Bengal. The BJP won 18 seats. What makes you think that Tamil Nadu, which has got the kind of focus or the spotlight from the Prime Minister himself, will not be Bengal of 2019?
No chance. You cannot compare Tamil Nadu with any other northern states. Tamil Nadu politics is separate. You can see, yes, we need development. Yes, we need some schemes. That does not mean the Tamil Nadu people vote for central government, which is ideologically opposite side.